am your host, your ghost host. There's no turning back now. Do not be afraid. The Phantom Society has no chance of expelling us from our home. We four ghosts will regain control of the Sir Philip Venkman Malumbia Manor Hotel, or see it destroyed. Who is the Phantom Society? They're a team of so-called ghost hunters. Unfortunately for the owners of the hotel, they cause a great deal of damage trying to hunt down we specters. If we can cause enough damage without getting caught, we will force the current owners back into the street and out of our home forever. Yes, there is a chance you might be caught, and you will not be released. If you need to escape, then there's always my way. Now, we'll practice a bit before they arrive, so that you're ready for them. Here is what you can expect. The Phantom Society is a ghost hunting game in which you play as sly spirits, seeking to ruin a manor hotel, or, if you prefer, intrepid ectoplasm hunters, a bit destructive around the edges, who never falter in the pursuit of their prey. While the ghosts have to be cunning and use psychology in order to remain concealed, that's us. The hunters use observation and deduction to flush out their sneaky targets. Who will be fastest? And above all, will the manor come through this madness intact? Now, sit back, and I'll tell you all about it.
The Phantom Society is a game from Iello Games designed by Frederick Colombier and Hervé Marley. It's for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up. And here is the board that is 2 pieces that loosely fit together, kind of slide together like that. There are 36 room tiles that will go into each of these holes. Now, the tiles are double-sided, with a clean room on one side and a destroyed room on the other. I just placed the tiles randomly on the board, although the rules have a different way, which I'll mention later. Ta-da! Once the tiles are placed, the players are split into ghosts and ghost hunters. In a 4-player game, you'll have 2 equal teams. For 3 players, you'll have 2 ghost hunters and 1 ghost player. And it's equally entertaining regardless of the number of players. Although in a 4-player game, there's always the chance that one of the ghost players will get eliminated before the game ends. Luckily, the games are so short that it doesn't make much difference, unless you're playing with young ones who don't like getting eliminated. The ghost hunters must then close their eyes, while the ghost players place the ghost tokens under 4 of the tiles. So like this. You have to remember where you put them, so pay attention. The ghosts and tiles are in 4 different colors. Okay? And you can only place a ghost under a matching color tile. So, this is the green ghost. I gotta pick a green tile and put him under it. Supposedly there's some strategy about which ones to put him under. Guess you try, here's the white one. Put him under a white one. here's the blue one. He goes under blue. And the red one, he goes under red. Once the ghosts are hidden under the tiles, it's time to start the game. The object of the hunters is to find all of the ghosts before the hotel is destroyed. The ghosts must destroy the hotel by causing a certain amount of damage. Now, each tile has a number on it and causes that amount of damage when this tile is selected. Once you reach a certain total, then the hotel is considered destroyed and the ghosts win. In a 2-player game, the amount is 50 points, but in a 3 or 4-player game, it's 45 points. They call them euros and they say 45,000 euros or 50,000 euros. But, I'm just going points here. The ghosts get to go first, and they select a tile on the board and remove it. So, of course, they're supposed to know where the ghosts are. So, let's say they pick this blue one, right? Now, the rules say that it has to be a tile that's either next to a hidden ghost or in a straight line away from a ghost through other tiles that have been removed. So I could pick this tile here on the first turn and then pick this one here on the next turn since it's in a straight line away from the ghost. It can be vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. I should mention that when I'm playing with the kids, I don't bother doing this. It gets easily forgotten anyway once a bunch of the tiles are gone. The ghosts add this tile to their point pile, and then the hunters draw a tile. Ta-da! If they find a ghost, the tile gets put to the side and the hunters, so that doesn't count towards the points if there was a ghost there. And the hunters now know that there will be no ghosts under that color tile. So let's say I pick this green tile and ooh, I found the green ghost. Now we know that there is not going to be another green ghost on the entire board. So they can ignore the green tiles from this point on. See? Kind of neat, huh? Interesting. So once I find the white ghost, then I don't need to pick any more white tiles. And green and blue and what's the other? Red. Yeah, red. Then the tile and its points gets added to the ghost destroyed room pile. And that's really all there is to the game. So if you find a ghost, then the points don't get added. It goes over here on the side. If you don't find a ghost, then the tile goes with the ghost pile, and they keep adding up their points until they get to 50. If the hunters find the ghosts first, they win. If the ghosts get enough points first, then they win. Here are the rules, and they look very nice. Ooh, look at the ghost. I should mention that. Now, for me, I didn't get into this whole placing the tile strategy or, making sure that I pick the tiles that are in the right line so that I can figure out where the actual ghosts are and things like that. I didn't get into all that. That was just, it's a simple game. I just kept it simple. That's the more of the Euro style stuff, especially with the bidding mechanic that I'll mention in a little bit. And maybe Euro gamers will just love all of that extra little strategy that is built into the game. But me, I just ignored it and played it for what it was. It was an easy, simple little battleship type game. And, it was fun, especially play with the kids. This doesn't take much time, so you'll all get a chance to play the ghosts or the hunters. And that's how you play Phantom Society. Pretty easy, huh?
The Phantom Society is a very simple game. A bit like Battleship. There is supposed to be some kind of strategy involved where the ghosts and the hunters take turns placing tiles, and then when the ghosts pick a tile, they have to follow certain rules concerning which tiles they can legally pick. I don't bother with the whole setup thing. I just randomly put the tiles on the board. Plus, it might be less strategic, but I don't bother with following the rules for picking tiles either. Maybe that makes the game just too luck-based, but you still have the tile values to use for strategy in the game. I played a version of the game, my own, with my 6-year-old, and she caught on easily. You can finish a game in 15 minutes or less. So it's a fun game for parents to play with their kids. That won't take a long time to play. You can always alternate who plays the ghosts and who plays the hunters, and do a best out of 3 in less than an hour. Personally, I needed to keep a pen and paper nearby to keep track of where the ghosts were after I placed them. You see, my memory isn't what it used to be. The spaces on the board are all numbered, so you can easily write them down. There is an additional bidding mechanic that you can add by using the cards included in the game, where you're supposed to bid on the amount of damage you think your team will be able to cause if you're the ghost. If you win, you get to be the ghost. But you can only win the game if you achieve the amount of damage that you bid. I guess this is an attempt to make it more of a game for adults, but regardless, I found it much more entertaining playing with the kids than playing with other gamers. And so I don't bother with the bidding either. If iello wants to include cards, then include numbered cards that I can use to remember where the damn ghosts are. The theme for this game could really have been anything, but I do like the ghost theme, so it wins points for that. Overall, this is a fun, easy game for parents to play with their kids, or for the kids to play together. Your gaming buddies might need a bit more meat to satisfy them. Thanks for joining me for this review of The Phantom Society from Iello Games. Let me know if you found this review helpful by leaving a comment or sending me an email at Elliott_Miller@voiceofe.com. Make sure to subscribe to the Voice of E channel on YouTube, as I'll have plenty of gaming, entertainment, and comic book coverage this year. And it should be a lot of fun. Thanks again. And until next time, keep your spirit free.
Get me that signal. We need more power.